Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JT for our Monday episode of our Daily Stock Market Insights. Today is May 24th, 2021, 10:46 in the evening. Okay, so I hope you guys had a good Monday with your trades. But in this video, I am going to cover the most trending stocks that happened today in the Philippine market. While on the other tab, I have my tradingview.com because as we speak, I'm actively monitoring our crypto and US stocks. So let me know if you want your stocks in the US and cryptocurrencies to also be reviewed. Just drop a comment so I can prepare a video for you as well. Okay, so just let me know your thoughts. In the meantime, we'll cover the ones in the Philippine market, probably the first 10 I will discuss. I will sort this and work our way downwards. In the meantime, just hang in there, sit back, relax, and listen to my thoughts. Maybe we're aligned, or if my thoughts are not aligned with what you are thinking, that's fine because we do not have the same profile. What will work for me might not work for you. So please do take the time to really understand the stocks you're engaging with, or to be in that the stocks you will be engaging with, so that you have a strong conviction every time you get in. Okay, for now, don't forget to subscribe if you like this type of video. Let's begin. Let's talk about the index first. Wow. So index is still not done with its downtrend. We still have a huge amount of foreign selling that happened today. Okay, and we're already fast approaching our oversold level. So if this area will not hold, you have a resistance right here. If that will not hold, chances are the next level of possible support we're looking at would be in the area of 6,000 level. This area over here. Okay, so you have that. So the other one is color blue. We'll change that to yellow. Okay, so these are the two areas we're monitoring. Actually, the area where it is at right now could already be a possible support because previously you have your resistance right there. And let's see if this formation is going to make its reversal soon. Because looking at the RSI here, we're already increasing in terms of our momentum while the price is moving downwards. But I've been mentioning this, sometimes it could take an extended period of time before we see it happening. Over here, when it touched this area, there was a recovery, but it wasn't sustained because there was a resistance right at the MA20 line. So two things can happen here. We could be bouncing and then resist at this area again, because you have a resistance right there at the MA20 level. So let me just remove this because I use this for our RSI. But this one, there's a downtrend channel happening right here. See this? This is the high. When it bounced, it created a lower high. So in case it bounces at the area where we plotted a possible support, then we have to watch out what happens or what the price action is by the time it reaches the blue line over here, because currently we are still within that downtrend channel for our index. Okay, so something to take note of. But let's try to understand what's happening in our individual stocks. Okay, as you can see here, for Dito is our #1 stock today. Now, what's not looking good here is that the MA20 line is being rejected. We got a rejection right at the MA20 line. So we have to observe, maybe it is, there's a big possibility that it will revisit this key area again and establish a support. And I think that's a unexpected behavior. Now, if you bounce the nearest MA20 line, you'll see then that's where a resistance that will happen. It will retest and then possibly go back to the previous support, which at the moment, because we see this, we might establish a support right here, creating a higher low from this low over here to this low. Then that's a good sign that by the time we see a green coming out around the 837 area, that is a good sign, and that could be a much better entry for those people who are looking at D2 for long term. Okay, at the moment, because we're still moving below the MA20 line, anything can still happen. You know, the 837 that I've plotted could still be broken if our candlestick resists at the MA20 line when it bounces. So just be mindful that the next possible stop would be around 696 or 7 peso. Okay, let's talk about MEG. MEG also got rejected at the MA20 line, so MA20 line so far has been very consistent. Each time that price level has been hit, there's a rejection that's happening. Sometimes it's a little closer, not exactly to the point, to that exact mark, but since it is an area, then that's still valid as a, in our analysis, that each time it goes nearer the MA20, that's when you see rejection happening. And with us being rejected already twice, first one here back on the 21st, and now on the 24th, in case it breaks the previous support at this level over here, which is 2621, chances are it could, even revisit the 252 area or 248. The reason why I'm saying that is because if you look to the left, you see a consolidation happening right here. Color is blue. Let's change this. See that? That's where the consolidation happened. So it's an area, so it could be slightly higher or lower. So just be mindful of the 248 to 261 level, because those are your key possible areas of bounce. Right now, selling is still strong with 82% or to 82 million of foreign selling. Let's talk about BDO. BDO again is triggering the lower band, not not at its strong position. Okay, so our condition here is your 100 has to hold before we can say it's a possible area of bounce. But right now I'm just plotting our support at the 100.53 area, just in case we see a green candlestick coming out in that level, and that will validate. Okay, but tomorrow, if most of the action happens below the 100 area, then our assumption of 100 level as a possible support will be negated. So be very mindful and observe the price action on the first 30 minutes of the day, because most of the time that will determine the overall direction, especially because BDO is one of the big players. You won't expect a massive fluctuation within a day. You will only see candlesticks like this, 2%, 1%. Those are the average movements of a stock. So I'm still plotting 100 as a support, just in case a green candlestick comes out there. Converge. Converge is currently on a profit-taking phase. This stock has already accelerated 5 days straight, and the first red, and it's already inside the Bollinger Band. So I expect another, I don't know how long the candlestick will be, but definitely it will revisit potentially your 19.20 level. That is the next possible support. And we're saying that because previously that these are the areas of resistance, and now once we break out of that, normally it shoots higher and then it revisits that key level and reestablish a support at its previous resistance. Okay, this was your resistance, and chances are it will create a support on this area as well. So that's the next possible movement. SECB. SECB is, I like the setup of SECB. Even though that is a red, when it touched the MA20 line, it shoot up in price right away. That means people feel that this level is already very cheap, and then buying sentiment happened. I don't know if it's the last few hours of the day. Let me see. Yeah, it was actually the last 2 hours of the day. The 4 hours out of 6 really had a declining momentum, but it bounced before the last 2 hours. So this is a good sign. Just anywhere between, let's say, this area 116.50. This is already very good area to haggle in case fluctuations will still happen by tomorrow. 116.50 is a good entry. So this is a very attractive place to enter for our position traders. Look at this. Even if you just aim for the 149 or 145 key level, that will now give you a close to 28 to 30% gain. But if you are willing to wait for a much longer period of time, you can check out the overall picture, which potentially the price could go back to 260. We just do not know when. It might take years considering the situation right now. Okay, so far 116.50. That's a very good haggle for an entry. AP AP is still continuously declining. Negative sentiment or selling pressure is still on. Volume of selling is still there, or somehow a little bit, moving below the the Bollinger Band. That key level is not yet final, so I don't know. Maybe we will be revisiting these wicks over here. So I'm plotting this 20.47 area as a, or 20.50, around that. Chances are that key level will still be revisited, guys. So if you're interested in AP, hold on to your buying power. You might see a double bottom, and from there, let's decide whether it is indeed going to give us a much better picture. So the closer we are to 2057, and let's say the green candlestick comes out there, then that's a much better entry. Pure gold. Wow, 56, is this right? 56 million of foreign buying. So that's nice. Although we've been sitting on this resistance for 4 days now. So our key indicator here is it's better to see this price breaking out of the MA20, meaning we officially crossed the MA20 before we can say, okay, that's a strong conviction. We are going to move up. But look, we got rejected right here, and this was your previous resistance. So really don't know if we are going to have some more dips and revisit. But I'm banking on this 56 million in foreign buying. 5 days now of foreign buying. So maybe because this is red, I still feel that there will be an opportunity for the price to fluctuate. We just do not know if that's going to happen the next day, or it will happen within the day tomorrow. Even better. So 33.91 is the next area I am looking at for a possible support. And reason for that, here, here. So it is an area, therefore could be a little higher or lower. So 33.91, 34, or 33.50, around those areas could still be considered as valid support. But this is really a good sign now that we see a lot of foreign buying. So imagine how much the stock has dropped, and it even went back to the the first few days or weeks of the pandemic last year. So the market has given us another opportunity in case you have not entered in this key level. Maybe this is how they're playing it. They revisit, and then after that, chances are we could be accelerating faster and higher. So interesting day and interesting level to monitor. CLI. What is CLI? I think this is the, let me see. Oops, bit slow. Let's try Ali. Okay. Oops. Okay. Go back to CLI. Oh wow. Cebu Land Masters. Uh, I'm just worried with this very big jump in the price. 13.93 in the Philippine market is a big move already. So I suggest, if you're not in a hurry, wait for it to fluctuate and probably put your order very near 625 so that if the price tomorrow hits that level, at least you know you are still able to ride the wave. Because I really don't know. Two things can happen here. It can do a gap up and fill the gap the same day. It might fill the gap the same day and revisit the previous resistance and create a support through the long wicks that we have. Or we could even have, which is a much better picture for those people who have already gotten in, we could have a gap up and a continuation to the upside. Those are the two possibilities that I see here. So I suggest, if you want to enter CLI, be sure that you're able to watch the market full time tomorrow. Okay? So still, as Miss JD is on the conservative side, we will wait for 625, which was your previous resistance and could potentially become a support now that we've broken out of it. Ali, this is the last stock for this video. Let us see. The other day I was mentioning about Ali being, showing some promising signs. Although, yeah, it did shoot up in price, but it was not sustained. However, what's good about this is that we're still holding on to this key level over here. So, 31.41. If you want, you can already do test buy. Enter in, with just a tolerable amount in case it dips some more. But overall, if you're talking about the dip, we have already reached almost at the bottom here. Lowest drop could be 26.97, and possible area to revisit in the near future if it breaks the 31.41 area. Next area is around 29.18. Okay, so that is our alley. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have learned a lot in today's video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts and drop a comment if you have your request. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and time for me to trade. Let's check out. Maybe I can shoot another video to talk about the stocks that I have a position in the US market and the cryptocurrency. Just let me know if you're interested in that too so I can record. In the meantime, thank you and bye bye for now.